Happy Thursday, one and all. I decided to call today Thankful Thursday because I'm feeling super thankful for a lot of things. So before I start, take 2 seconds and think of something to be thankful for today. I know staying home and not seeing people a whole lot makes us kind of forget that there's a lot to be thankful for. So I wanted to take 10 seconds and just think about all the good things we have going on for us right now. So take 10 seconds. Good. Now, if any of those things you thought of are people you live with, go tell them you love them. Okay, here we go. The first thing I want to look at today is our schedule, which is, we're on Thursday right now. We've got some work to do right here with some number talks, taking things from word order to a standard order. You've got another model drawing to get done. This one is for practicing all the facts. The last few days you should have pulled those number bond cards out. Those of you that just got your packets last night, it was amazing to see you. Those of you that came through the line. If you haven't found them yet, in the very, very front of your math book, there are some number bond cards that you can cut out. Remember from the earlier videos, you don't fill them in. They're left blank on purpose so that your brain has to work different ways to answer the questions. And the decimal pairs game, which you got the directions for last night. So we'll go through those things. First job first, our number talks. I took the liberty of writing some of them out. Those little boxes are pretty small for my camera. Across the top up here, I gave you that chart again. Remember, we have our decimal point. Today it's got a name and it's going to matter. Anyone remember? When you say it in word form, like if I was going to read a number that said this, when I get to the decimal point, there's a word for it. And it's and. And then anything that follows the word and belongs in the decimal spots. That's going to help you out today. Okay? The first one that was in that box said 4,302 and 1600ths. Right now, I already see a keyword here. I see and. That tells me at some point in that number, there's going to be a decimal. And I know that anything after the word and is going to be that decimal. So this part right here is probably where you're a little happier. 4,302. So if I'm looking across my number line up here, I know I'm going to have something in the thousands because I said the word thousand. That period got mentioned. And then 302. So I'm going to say, I know I have that 4 in the thousands place. Now I need this part to say 302. So 302. There's that first half. And is for the decimal. Now I need this part to say 1600ths. For my brain, this is where it's a little bit trickier because I need it to say 16 and end in the hundreds. Hundreds are 2 spots over. That's convenient because now I can say 16. This says 16 and it ends in the hundreds place. Okay? I don't want to confuse you too bad, but there's a problem later where instead of saying 1600ths, it would have said 16,000ths. In that case, I still want it to say 16, but I need that 16 to be in the thousandths spot. It would have to go all the way over, leaving me with an open space. And you guys know from one of our earlier videos, that means you put in a 0. Now it would say 16 thousandths instead of 1600ths. One of the problems you have to work on your own today has a trick like that in it. So if you get stumped by that, go back and watch this part of the video. Okay, on to number 2. It says 808 and 8/10. There's that word and again. So I know I'm going to have a decimal somewhere in there. Now I need this part to say 808. Okay, well, I need to go all the way to my 800ths place. I don't have anything in the tens because it doesn't say anything like 20 and the number's not in the teens. So that place value is getting left alone. And the 8 belongs over here, which will make for 800. I don't have anything to offer my tens place, but I do have 8 for the ones. And then 8/10. Tenths is the first place value over from the decimal. It has a value of 8 according to this word. And there it goes. These last two are for you. This is what your teachers are going to be looking for today. You need to read these words. Make sure you pay attention to the decimal and this chart across the top. And tell me what this would look like if you wrote it as a standard number, just like I did on the first two. And those are the things your teachers are looking for in whatever way, shape, or form you set up with your homeroom teacher. Alrighty? Have a great day, guys.